Okay, this is going to be a real quick, tidy review on the new Dayan MF8 4x4 that just came out. The mechanism is based off a Rubik's mechanism, kind of with a ball core, and there's some pictures online, I'll link them in the description, to what the actual core is. It looks like kind of like a 2x2, one of the Ishin or Lennon 2x2 kind of concepts, with shells on the outside, and to make it look like to make it work like a Rubik's 4x4. The one thing that is nice is that the feet of the centers have some springy to them. They feel, I think they have, I don't know what the reason is, but hopefully they won't break like on some of the efforts. And the corners feel stocky, so they won't. Hopefully the pieces won't break. I haven't had any problems or anything like that so far, but I've only had it for a couple days. The cube is a big cube. It's I think the same size as a Mefferts or QJ. Really, I mean, here's a Maru, so you can tell there's a difference in size between the Maru and the QJ, or in the Dayan. But yeah, it's a big cube. People with small hands probably are not going to like it. Stick to something like a mini QJ or even a Maru or whatever. But for me, it's not a problem. The size isn't an issue, since I've been using Rubik's 4x4s forever. So yeah, the size. So yeah, that's the size. Turning wise, it turns nicely. That's one of the issues with the cube, is that it tends to pop wings. So as you can see, it kind of just pops out of nowhere. But then again, sometimes it doesn't. So that's turning wise, it's nice. But yeah, this downside of this cube, everything would be fine. I would recommend it. It turns nicely. It doesn't lock up. It can't lock up. All the slices are smooth, but there is an issue with popping. These wings like to pop out a lot. I don't know if it's something to do with the ability to cut corners, or if it's or what it is, but it has a tendency where so you can see, because I can cut corners, this piece kind of can just fall right out, and that tends to happen sometimes during a solve. If you're not very accurate with your turning. If you rely on the corner cutting, it's definitely going to pop. That's really the only issue with the cube. Other than that, it's nice. A little expensive. I got mine for $24 from HK Now store. I think it's the same on Light Take for right now. It's a little expensive, but I wanted to try it because hopefully it would be nice. Which it is. It's a nice cube, but without the popping, it's a little unreliable, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be using it in competition. I have been able to get some good times on it and decent averages, but the popping seems to be pretty common. So unless maybe someone can figure out how to make it not pop as much, but for right now, that definitely is an issue. But like I said, it does turn well, and if you kind of don't want a Maru, or like the size of a QJ over the Maru or something, or really just hate the clicking or the loudness of a Maru, this cube, it's not bad. It's a decent cube. I may be using it in competition. I'm not sure. I have to decide, because with the popping there's an issue. But yeah, overall, good cube. But the popping is definitely an issue. So if you can look past that, or someone can figure out how to fix that, then it will definitely be a viable option for some people. So yeah, that's the Dayan MF8 4x4 that came out recently.